chances to wake the day. They're calling me over, the methods are bolder. We're lost in the time now, reminding ourselves how we were always once for the breakaway. But we're nearing chances to wake the day.
Okay, guys, are you ready? We're about to talk on balancing streaming and real life. Okay, I'm gonna turn everybody else on. Give me 1 second. Hello!
God, Danny.
What?
Welcome in, everyone! Oops, I need to
Yeah,
mute that
good
shit.
start.
What's up, everyone?
Hi, yay.
Welcome to our podcast.
Eating gummy bears.
Hence is shoving gummy bears in his mouth. Alright, I'm turning off the
What's
music.
up, everybody?
Welcome in, guys. I'm gonna let 10 lead it because, you know, this is his thing.
Go ahead, Dad.
Okay.
Yeah, Dad.
As a girl on the internet. Sorry, that joke was funnier last time. I gotta lead with something different. What's
As
up,
a
everybody?
clean-shaven ginger now.
I know I look different without the beard. This is a podcast. What, Triplet? You can do it better? Well, then come on, sit in my chair. Just I won't even get up. You can sit.
Wait, is the Christmas tree gone?
It's in my bedroom now.
Oh my god.
Come on.
It is. I literally moved it into my bedroom.
Wow.
But yes, I have a lamp now because it's dark. But anyway, okay, all right. Welcome to the podcast. This is our 4th podcast. Thank you guys for being here. First thing I want to say is you should totally follow all these awesome casters that are going to be here, except for the guy vaping in the corner.
Yeah.
He's getting kicked off.
He's getting kicked off.
Last day on the team.
There
But
was a guy
yeah,
Dangle.
good night, Marcy, Maximus, Hannah, Dangle, Ave, me. We're all here because we are very passionate about putting out great content, and we love each other. So, I mean, if people who watch me and I'm not live, they want to watch somebody else, we're all on the same page, and we put up very good content. So, you should definitely check us all out. After that, I don't know. I mean, we're talking about. It's all the sugar, man. I have like a super sugar rush.
Just Johnny,
Gummy
please.
bears.
I know. I have a 2-pound bag of gummy bears. I'm almost done with. I bought it yesterday. Yeah, I feel like shit. Anyway,
Great.
so today we're going to talk about balancing life and content creation. This idea was actually from Ave. He thought up it, and so as streamers who have a lot of time under our belt and a lot of experience, we thought we'd talk about, we'd answer questions, first and foremost. And if you guys have questions, you need to ask them. Put them on Twitter. We'll take a few from the chat. But yeah, basically, our take on streaming, how it fits into your life. And I guess we can touch on, practices and how to get it to go anywhere for you and our own struggles that we've had to deal with. So good job, Abe. Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and put a tweet in the chat, which is where we're reading a lot of these questions from. And we're going to start on those questions and kind of funnel into stuff. If you guys have any pressing things you want to ask too, feel free to put them in the chat. And I will, we'll all keep our eyes peeled for them. Hold on, I'm looking for the tweet. There's so much stuff. Our Twitter's too
I
lit.
got it up as well.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh, you put it in?
There you go.
Gotcha.
Bam.
You're fantastic. Okay, all right. Let's see. So the first question we got was from Zackerson, who says, I'm a struggling content creator with a 40-hour-a-week job and unmarried. I'm so sorry. How can I find the time to stream and create? I know I offended the 2 women on this team. So let's see. Well, first off, I'm not married, so maybe they can tackle this a little bit better than I can. Marcy, Hannah, do you have anything you want to say?
Well, I did work a 40-hour work week job and was married like when I first started streaming. And it's definitely something that's hard to balance. But I definitely think that if it's something you want to be successful at, you're going to make time to do it and make time to be good at it. I definitely the hardest thing for me was having a schedule, because I worked retail and I had a different schedule every week. But if you're working 9 to 5, you take 3 or 4 days out of your week, you can find time to make a good cast. To be honest, you can't just go on a couple hours at a time and expect to grow a lot. So I definitely think if you want to be successful, you're going to make the time to do it. And the person that you're with when you're married has to be supportive of what you're doing, for sure, because they have to understand how much time you have to put into it. It's like owning your own business, you have to be able to put time in if you want it to be successful. But I do think that just talking about it ahead of time, so hey, this week I want to stream, this time, and you just check with them hey, is there anything going on this week that I need to make sure that I'm around for, or can I stream? Because I feel if you can get that kind of set in stone ahead of time, then there's no miscommunication or whatever. When you get to that point, you're oh, well, I'm streaming for 4 hours tonight, you said it was cool, can't be mad at me.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Okay.
Definitely
Marcy?
scheduling works. Oh, well, I just got to I have a 40-hour week job now, and so I work 8 to 5 Tuesday through Saturday. So I know okay, when I get home at 5 or when I get home at 6, then from 7 on, I can stream these days, and that's how you kind of have to stay consistent. And luckily, my husband also streams, so he kind of understands, you have to be consistent in order for your channel to grow, and you can't just stream 2 or 3 hours. It's especially on Sundays, I usually stream for 7 to 9 hours. So it's this is a big day for me to stream. But then like I've been a lot more consistent as far as like streaming like after work and whatnot, and just kind of get into this groove. And then, Hannah was saying before, like your person you're with like has to be understanding of that too, and luckily like Tim's understanding of that. So, but it's I think it's important to set aside at least like one day a week where like you can do like whatever you want with that person, and I think that works as well. What the fuck are you doing, Daniel? But yeah, I think like, so we try to set like one day like we both have off and we're both like not streaming, or like if we kind of feel that day like, oh, if we are gonna stream, like one of us could stream before without like having things super planned. But I think having that time to like hang out with each other is really important because it makes you like still sane for the most part, and still like keeps your relationship happy.
And I'm not married, obviously, but I mean, there's some insight that, as I've way early on in my streaming stuff, I was with somebody. You really have to make sure that your partner is invested with you and that they're either are allowing you to do it or excited to do it or, involved in it in some way, because it gets really easy for someone to feel alienated, especially if they're not into streaming. So it's one of those things that if you're going to start, and if you're in a relationship or married, you really should sit down and set out some expectations of what you're going to have to do and whether they're going to support you in that or not, because it's a lot of time investment both on camera and off camera. And there is some, there's some jealousy factor because you're hanging out with these people on the internet instead of spending time with your spouse or your partner or anything. So I think it's really important that early on you say, hey, here's what I want to do. Is this okay? And here's what I want to do with it. And here's how much time it is. I think from the beginning, that's really important to set expectations.
So I want to throw it back at Hannah for a second, because Marcy's lucky because she's like, my husband streams too. Sometimes we're like, you want to get dinner? Now we're just going to stream together and have a glass of wine and spend our nights perfectly in front of a TV playing video games. But, Hannah doesn't have that luxury. It's like when I went to PAC South with Hannah, I was like, so what's your husband like? He's a man. He works out in the land. He goes to bed. Wow. And then I stream. So how has, your significant other not being as involved in it, how has that impacted, your life, and how do you handle that?
Well, okay, I'll kind of tell you a little bit about my situation. I feel like my situation's kind of unique because my husband doesn't play video games.
Oh, wow.
How do you have a penis and not know how to pick up a controller?
I mean, like, he'll play with me every once in a while, but, like, he does not want anything to do with, like, being on stream. So, like, he doesn't really like the attention, I guess, if that makes sense. And, he's played, like, he used to be really into Clash of Clans. Like, that was his big thing for a while. But when I first started streaming, it literally, like, consumed my life. I was like, this is awesome. Like, I'm streaming. Like, I, like, get on every night and would be on for, like, 4 or 5 hours at least. And I was working, like, full-time, too. So, like, it kind of cut into our time. So I feel like that's where we kind of had a little bit of a bump in the road where he was like, you just play video games, like, all the time. And I'm like, okay, we need to figure this out. So, that's where I kind of started talking to him, like, hey, like, I want to stream tonight. Is that okay with you? Like, is there anything you want to do? And then, like, usually one or 2 days a week, I would, like, set aside a day where, like, we would go out with our friends, or, like, we would just have a night where we would just hang out together. And, like, because right now, I, like, never go to bed the same time as him. So, like, I usually crawling into bed at, like, 2 or 3 a.m. or later. And he goes to bed at, like, 10. So, I guess it was just, like, communicating that, and like at first, like, he was a little bit, he just didn't really understand it, and I think I just had to have the conversation like, hey, like, there's people that are doing this and like they actually like make money from it. And like I feel like with guys you have to talk about money, and like I'm not, like, that's not why I was doing it, but like I was like, hey, like, this makes me happy, like, this could potentially be something, like, I don't know, I just want to do it for fun, but like in the long run you never know, it could be something that, like, thanks.
That's Tim's like monthly payment.
Well, like, here's the thing is, like, I felt like I started like a direct selling business too, and he needed to like understand like where I was gonna get money from too. So like I feel like guys, you kind of have to talk about, what the whole goal is of the whole thing, I guess. Like, not really.
That's something you guys are all about. Yep. the whole goal of things.
Well, okay, realistically, like, they don't want you to be spending a whole bunch of time, like, this is like owning your own business. They don't want to spend, like, have you spending a whole bunch of time on something that you're literally getting nothing out of. I mean, another thing that kind of changed his mind about the whole thing is how happy it made me. Like, I literally would, like, the next day, I would be like, oh my god, like, this happened on stream last night, it was, like, so funny, and blah, 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 and, like, after, like, he kind of realized that part made me happy, he was like, okay.
What's a kappa?
He still doesn't know. But, like, yeah, I guess, like, at the same time, like, I don't want to be, like, somebody that's, like, begging for money, but, like, I just was like, hey, just so you know, like, eventually, if this goes really well, like, I could get a sub button, and, like, I could do this and be happy, you know what I mean, and, like, do it for a living. Like, I kind of thought about that, like, hey, like, this, I mean, if it doesn't go anywhere, like, whatever, I won't spend as much time doing it, but, yeah.
What's funny is I went through the same thing like your husband did, as far as like, because it reminded me of when like Tim used to stream, not 10.
Come on.
I know we're married, Boo Boo Bear. What the fuck?
Okay.
Anyways,
We're past it.
so when Tim used to stream by himself, like I wasn't into streaming at the time, and I remember there were times where like I would go to bed at like 10 o'clock because I had like a job where I had to be up really early, and so I would go to bed by myself, and then I realized I started happening a lot frequently, and I was just like, this is really shitty. Like I miss going to bed with my husband. And then there were times where like I could barely sleep at night because he was playing fucking Dark Souls and yelling the whole time. And I'm just like, this is not fun. And then like it got to the point where like he was like kind of like what happened with Hannah too. Like he got really excited. He was like, oh, this happened and stuff, and like I beat this boss, and like we did this, and like like the chat was really fun. I was just like, all right, it's making him happy. Like I can appreciate this. And then once I started streaming more too, I started having that same cycle of where like I was getting excited about my streams, and then I saw like why he kept doing it, and then that's kind of like we both like understood what like the pros and cons are to streaming and like having to work together to have that time together.
Yeah, when it goes to spending time together, I think it's just like talking about it ahead of time and like, okay, like, you know, this weekend we'll go do this together, and then I'll stream all the other days or whatever. And like I'm someone that tries to stream like as much as I can. Other people usually have a little bit like less of a schedule than I do, so I feel like there's a lot more time to like fit in stuff there too.
Yeah, planning is like super fucking important. Like I think of myself as like, oh, I'm a free spirit. I just go with the flow, and if this happens, then it's great. But really, it's like, especially with streaming, I'm like, okay, I had to be on at this time, and I work at this time, so that means I can be on live now, and then I have this amount of free time to do whatever I want. So, and I've been a lot happier doing that, because I know for a fact, like, okay, like Mondays I could do whatever the fuck I want, we could spend time together, whatever. I'm not streaming. So it's just like, it helps out a lot more when you're actually organized. I'm still a free spirit though.
Did that answer your question, 10? Our answer?
Yeah, no, I'm still stuck on the fact that there's a guy that doesn't like games. It's funny. It's like, okay, so we're gonna go off topic, but like, okay, Hannah and Marcy are like one of my best friends, okay, and they're cute, they're great catches, you know, they're fantastic. No wonder they're both married. Look at Dangle, like rolling his eyes. I'm saying, it's like, you know, Hannah can be like all donned up in the bed with like fucking N64 controllers, and her husband can walk in and be like,
what the fuck are you
I
doing?
love the Dreamcast. Like, it's funny. It's just, that's like any guy's, at least here's dream, you know. It's funny.
So basically it's
Who's
like
that
he's an
guy
outsider.
Eventually, but it's good that you guys get it to work. I think another thing I want to touch on, since we were talking about it, yeah, communication totally seems like the most important thing, you know, figuring out when you guys can make time to see each other. But juggling all that in, how much time, and we can go through everyone here, how much time do you really think you have to dedicate a week to be successful on Twitch as a caster?
A minute.
Okay, last day on the team. Yeah.
He's really making it happen.
I'm just saying.
We'll start with Danny then.
You
Yeah.
can.
Who has gone from hot and cold to hot and cold every day here?
We're gonna do 12-hour streams whenever we get. Oh man, I'm tired, guys. We got 2 hours. We got 12-hour streams. Hold on, guys. Gotta take a breath. 12-hour streams. Okay, look, you can put 12 hours, you can put 6, and you can put 1 hour, whatever. But I'm just saying, if someone catches on and you're doing something so different than everyone else, that 1 hour that you just went live out of nowhere, now you're the next big thing. Remember the guy with Scribbles? Remember him? People randomly found him. Now everyone blew.
Well,
Twitch made him blow up.
Yeah.
Huh?
And
And
that's why they got big.
yeah,
That's a
but-
luck thing. I mean,
Yeah.
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 There's
But-
no like, I don't think a set amount of hours. that you
Yeah,
need to
but
actually get successful.
If you're going for the whole moderate rate thing, 5-hour cast, 6 hours is like right there. That's a good amount of time to build. But you're not gonna build right away unless, again, luck. It's luck. Majority, it's hard work and luck. Like you want to be, I'm putting in all this content, I'm not being noticed. Well, if you're playing a game that's super oversaturated, like League, you can grow on League, but you're not gonna grow fast at all unless someone's hosting you or rating you and they're helping you boost your numbers so you can be a little bit noticed in the directory.
I
But
disagree.
You
cannot
disagree?
you cannot grow on League.
The only way you can grow on League is if you know all
is
the
it
big people.
good,
Yeah.
or you hate everyone.
You have to suck someone's dick and have them raid you.
Or be super toxic.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you get on like Twitch fails from like breaking a chair or something over your head, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I want to write that one down.
I mean, that DX Racer would look really good as a hat.
So, in addition to what Dangle said, though, at least something that I have a lot to say on it. I think first off, I don't think it matters so much how much you stream. The big thing is consistency and a schedule. As long as people know when to watch you, they'll be there. Even if you stream for 2 hours a day, I know a lot of successful casters that only stream for 2 or 3 hours a day, and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm so tired. What a day!" And I'm like, "Bro, I do like 12-hour streams every day. We talking about." But anyway, it's the fact that they're live at the same time every day, and people know when to watch them. Do long streams help you? Yes. Why? Well, let's take it from one of my old books when I played Let It Die. When that game launched on PS4, I streamed it for about 14, 15 hours a day. And I grew so much because I stayed up later than everyone else who was playing the game, to the point where I was always the #1 channel playing Let It Die. I was outlasting everybody else. And the momentum, when one stream ended and another stream ended and people were still watching this game and wanting to see what's going on, they all came into my channel. Is that going to happen with every game? No. A newer game that doesn't have a huge following, that little snowball effect can happen, like maybe even Persona 5 or something, where not everyone and their mom is just streaming it, But I mean, that's my input. I don't know if anyone else has something they want to add, but
I think that consistency is really the key. I mean, because you can't realistically stream 6, 8, 12-hour streams every day with if you've got a full-time job and stuff like that. But I think it's important that the people that you do retain know when to watch you, instead of waiting for a tweet to go out on a random day, because people have their own lives and they'll plan around it. If they want to watch you, they'll say, okay, I know that Max is going to stream this night and this night, then I can watch him. But I think the whole going willy-nilly and putting a tweet out that day just saying, hey, I'm going to stream tonight, okay, I don't think that works. And I think that is not the way to go for growth anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I do think the more often you stream, it helps too. I mean, like, I usually feel like if I don't take a day off for a while, I have more people that come back because they're like, oh, Hannah's live. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they come back and look the next day because they, like, discovered it the day before or whatever. But, yeah, I think schedule is a big deal. Like, once I finally got a schedule, I was, like, 10 times better than before.
yeah, schedule is the #1 thing. A lot of people are like, how do I grow on Twitch? It's a schedule. A lot of people they put out like a schedule every week, and they're like, well, you can see when I'm live if you go on my Twitter. It says Monday I'm going to be live at 6 and Saturday I'm going to be live at 10:30. No, that shit doesn't work. First off, no one's going to go to your Twitter and look at your schedule. The way people are going to watch you is if they know you are live on Twitch at the same time every day. They know if they sit down at their computer at 8, they're going to be able to watch you. They don't have, first off, external sites and anything like that. Even having a schedule like that, even having a differentiating daily schedule is pretty bad, because people learn by constantly doing something over and over and over again. You were getting an iron and ironing 6 p.m. into their brains because they are used to it. They know it's the number one thing. It is.
It does help a lot with balancing with your life too, because you know exactly when you're gonna be streaming. You can plan stuff around it.
See, I'm terrible at schedules. I've never been able to do the whole streaming schedule thing ever. So for me, I'm just like, oh, hey, if I've got time today, I'll do it. Or like after work, if I feel up to it, if I'm not about to pass out when I get home, I get out the door, I'll stream. You know, that's just what my people are personally used to. I'm just really awful at sticking to a schedule person.
I would challenge you to set a schedule for a month and stick to it every day and see what happens.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
very difficult.
Even
So you have like an
even
inconsistent work schedule
smaller
though?
times. Even if you're not going live nearly as long, having some sort of schedule would be perfect for you.
Yeah.
That's my challenge to Ave.
Okay.
Just try it. Just try it. Just dip your feet in, see if you
Do
like
it,
it.
A.
Daikin, he told me, because he does what, 9 to 5 or not even, I think he goes earlier, like 5 or 6 in the morning, and comes home at like 3 or 4. And what he said he does is he feels tired. He's tired from working, right? But what he did was he put a rest period before he goes into streaming. So he'll rest like an hour and a half, and then he'll wake up, and then he'll just do his cast. And he's always on time. He's always doing his shit. I'm always at his streams and watching him, and the dude is putting in the work. So I mean, I think it's willingness of the person of how bad they wanna stream, and not putting excuses, because excuses equals procrastination. Procrastination equals it's gonna assassinate your career or hobby. Why are you laughing? I'm trying to be serious, and he's laughing. And
You were doing so well. You're like, this equals this equals this equals. I don't know.
I was wondering if he's talking about experience or not. No, I mean, you're totally right, though. I mean, I did the same thing. I would get out of work at 2 p.m. and my streams were 6 p.m. every day. So I would cook, I would rest, and I would go live. I'd also have an energy drink, but so we've got another. You guys want to talk about any more? Or you want to move on to another question?
We can move on.
Okay. So this was T-Man. It's not really on the subject so much, but we can tackle it. He says, by the way, hi T-Man, I love your face. How do you guys get your streams to look so professional and not scrub-like? And what's the best capture card and camera? Well, that we can talk about later. Capture card and camera is subjective. I mean, Logitech 9 whatever.
C920 is pretty much the gold standard.
Yep.
Capture card depends.
I feel like we all have different ones.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to do games, the Elgato HD60 is probably the best in my opinion. But that's an
I don't
internal
know about
card.
that.
I use a ripsaw, so
Yeah.
Or
Use Avermedia.
or PC Master Race, no need for capture card.
That's true.
For some of us Nintendo
or
players.
you could do both.
But how do you guys get your streams to look so professional and not scrub-like? I mean, honestly, I will tell you straight up that if any of us had to watch like our first streams, we would probably fucking hate them.
I've done that actually, and yes, that's accurate. Yeah.
Everyone started like an idiot with horrible stuff. It's trial and error, man. It
Comes with time.
Like, the Twitch bad overlays exists.
yeah.
At this stage in the game, there are tutorials everywhere on
Yeah,
Reddit, on YouTube. That's exactly what I did. Just do your research on audio stuff, do your research on how to do a green screen, and do your research on overlays and stuff, and see what works. Look at what your favorite streamers do, see what you like, see what you don't like, and do your research on it.
Disclaimer,
what I
you
did.
don't need a green screen.
Honestly,
Yeah.
for me, my stream doesn't even look that professional compared to a lot of people because it really depends on preference, but I don't put anything on my stream. It's literally just me on a green screen in the game. That's it. That's all it is. And I feel like the simplicity of that is very good. It looks nice. There are a lot of overlays and stuff for games that look great, you know, and they'll have people to do them and stuff. But I don't like that. It's all preference. And if you're really having issues putting stuff on your stream, chances are you probably just shouldn't put anything.
Also, there's a ton of artists that can help you if you want. Like, you literally, like, I found all of my artists, like, either on DeviantArt or Twitter. It's
Fiverr.
Like, what'd you say?
Fiverr?
Fiverr, yeah.
Really?
Seriously.
Really?
I've got a buddy of mine who's got a lot of art done from Fiverr that is awesome. He randomly found somebody that was doing quick little pixel art stuff and said, "Hey, can you do this for me?" And there you go.
What's Fiverr? That sounds like a sex position.
Yeah,
It's
like
a
It
website where anyone will do anything you want within reason to their terms. For
What?
Yeah,
$5.
that sounds like Grindr.
For $5,
Yeah.
yes, that's what it is.
Can you
For
get sex on
$5.
there?
Maybe.
Fiverr's a new Grindr.
I'm in the wrong
Yeah.
business.
Determined.
Right?
Buy me at fiverr.com/.
I'll dress up as a girl and do whatever for $5.
Do it.
That's crazy.
But no, there's resources everywhere.
Yeah. Like, for instance, when I first started, I had somebody make my overlays. They were good, but they weren't exactly what I was looking for. I used them because that's all I had, and I couldn't do it myself. So when I decided, oh, hey, I could do this better because I know what I like more than this person knows what I like. And so I downloaded GIMP, which is free Photoshop. If you have a need for free Photoshop to make an overlay for something, I recommend it highly. Go to YouTube, look up a tutorial, shows you everything. It's exactly what I did, made an overlay. Here I am. It's all depending on how much work you put in, really, is how it is. But trial and error is definitely a big thing.
So I had like a
Being
decade. So I had like a decade of like Photoshop use. So when I was like, you can make overlays and graphics and stuff. So I used to love like making new overlays for my channel and like making buttons and stuff for it. And like I was just updating last night too with my stuff. But like I've gotten to a point where like I'm slowly like becoming more and more minimalist with it, especially with my like overlay in general for my streams, because it used to be like I had a frame and I had like some sort of like space where like like, oh, this is like recent followers and blah 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 and like goals and stuff, and then I have my face cam with the frame around it. Now it's gotten to a point where like I don't have like an overlay frame to frame the game, and it's just like literally just like me, and I still have to have a frame around my camera because I don't know why. I think it looks weird when you just have like a freaking
I agree.
face cam there, and then I have like little like tiny like buttons on the bottom saying like here's my like recent follower, because people like seeing their name on screen as well, so I think that kind of helps out. So that's why I have like recent follower, recent donation, whatever, and then like a follower goal and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. Like, so it's like it's drastically changed, because I've seen like my first like overlay, I'm just like, good god, like how did I fit a game screen on here?
The quickest way to get somebody to just leave is if you go in and there's just shit everywhere where they can't even see the game.
It's like it's super distracting to me now whenever I see a stream, and it's just like every like it's not even organized too. It's just like a bunch of text scrolling and stuff. I'm just like,
This just in though, guys. If you're looking for an overlay, go to Fiverr's and find Marcy, and also find out what she'll do for 10. It's crazy. Oh, that girl is wild. That girl on a pole. Oh my god. Oh my god.
well,
Founder. There she. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Put it down. Not on stream. We don't want his dangle to get excited.
That's a secret. His Dangle's always excited.
I don't think that's a secret. No.
Mom, they found out again. Gotta change it. Gotta change it.
that's your mom, no.
So we can move on to another question. I want to save. Did anyone copy Savage's question that he had earlier?
No.
Put it in the-
Oh, he did have a
Put
good
different
one.
Yeah.
I put it in Discord. Okay, I want to tackle the Twitter ones first, though. So,
Lit Savage? No.
so Triplet says, he says, first off, Ten Man, you are the best streamer I've ever seen in my entire life. Secondly, he says,
Did he?
for us
That seems
college-
like more 140 characters.
And very modest. Yeah.
Yeah. For us college students, it's a struggle, especially doing this as an internship. Any encouraging words for those of us trying to go full Tim. I think he meant
Can-
time, but
Can I tackle this?
full
I
Tim.
tackle this
Marcy,
first?
do you have any input on going full Tim? Full Tim, like dangle. It took a second for him to clock. Like, oh my god. So
I would love to talk about this.
I'll
Max,
I'll
go.
say something first, and then anyone else can take over. Whenever you want to get in streaming, especially if you're a bright-eyed, happy college student who thinks the whole world is at your fingertips, streaming needs to be a hobby before it can build into anything else. Don't fuck up an internship just because you think you can get big on Twitch.
Yeah.
Anyone want to take over from that?
Yes.
Max has got it.
Triplet.
Go Max, go.
Do not let your streaming hobby get in the way of school. Take it from me, who went to school and graduated 10 years after he was supposed to. Finish your fucking degree. Don't try and go to Twitch full time. If it happens, it happens. Don't sacrifice your education or taking care of yourself for Twitch. Seriously.
It needs to be a hobby until it's fully sustainable.
Okay.
Next
That's it, really.
question, which seems very important, and I can't wait to tackle it. What are your favorite preschool shows when you were 2 to 4 years old?
The best question.
The Little Bear.
TMNT.
The Little Bear.
Little Bear. You guys didn't watch Little Bear?
I watched
I
Little
watched
Bear.
Little Bear.
That's a thing.
Little Bear. At the end of the opening credits, he'd fly into the sky with a duck for some reason. All the other animals, he'd just fly straight into the
On
sky.
Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah, it's like Little Bear. How the hell are you flying?
2 or 4 years old. Yeah, Little Bear.
It was on Nick Jr. Get it right.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, it's sorry. Okay. First of all, I didn't have a Little Bear at 2 or 4. I had like the Muppets and that one show on Disney Channel. What was it called? The ones where it was like Muppets, but they're like underground or some
What?
shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Talking about
Muppets After Dark?
No.
No.
It was like a
they're
kid
Muppets
show.
but underground.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know what they were called, but it was a really good show. There was like a lot of shows with like puppets and stuff on Nick Jr. and Disney Channel and stuff. Because that
Were
was
you
like the
on drugs
revelation-
back then too, Dangle.
No, I wasn't.
He was
I'm gonna
vaping at 2 to 4
I'm
years
gonna
old.
look it up. I'm gonna find it. Fraggle Rock, motherfuckers. I bet you that's what it was called. Fraggle Rock.
I think I've heard of that.
Muppets Underground.
Yeah.
It's underground. It sounds like a fucking punk
Edgier
band.
Muppets show.
Oh damn! It was British, American, and Canadian children's live action.
Oh god, I remember that.
Suck it.
Mhm.
That's terrifying.
Well, you know what?
The fuck is this?
I've never seen this.
Look at that.
This is like generic brand.
Is this
Muppets
why you
right
turned out how you
here.
did?
I turned that like that when I was watching Maisie. Remember that the mouse, the French mouse on.
Only 2 of them
think
have
so.
upper parts of their eyes. The other 2 were just wide-eyed bastards.
Yeah,
What the frick is this show?
the best shit.
Wow.
I was big on Sesame Street and
Same.
TMNT. I watched Sesame Street every day with my grandma. Every day.
I was a big fan of The Price is Right. I learned many things from that show.
At 2 years old.
Complete. Yeah, it was on TV.
Oh,
Yeah.
11 a.m. Gotta watch
Bob's
it.
Still there.
I watched Prices Right with my parents.
Hmm. That was what you watched when you were homesick from school.
And there's
It's
the
Bob
kazoo.
Barker. Get the fuck out. That's what I say.
I was watching like Power Rangers and Speed Racer
I hated Power Rangers.
and Pokemon and
That's why you're the Cyan Ranger,
like
10.
Barney.
You're a little
and
younger than I
shit.
am.
Dude, I watched Barney. I'm
Dude,
not
Barney
proud
was
of
awesome.
it, but
Yeah.
like at the
Who
time
didn't
it
watch
was
Barney?
cool.
I
Yeah.
started
like,
Pokemon when I was like 5.
yeah.
What did you watch, Max?
Sesame Street, Ninja Turtles. Those are my
Okay,
probably
see?
2 big ones.
Yeah.
That's what us old gents do. We watch Sesame Street, Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
All you
Fraggle
get
Rock?
over- Yeah, Fraggle Rock. And freaking Bumble Cleo over there was like, "Oh yeah, that's the shit." So shit, man. Barney was cool. Barney was pretty cool. There was
Yeah.
another one, Clarissa's Castle. Let me see. Clarissa's Castle.
How do you guys feel about the Cookie Monster turning into the Veggie Monster?
That was so
Uh,
stupid.
What?
Wait, that
Is that
happened?
legit?
That
Yeah.
happened.
Veggie
That happened.
Are you sure it's not an April Fool's Day?
No, it happened.
He's the veggie monster.
I don't understand. Why?
Because obesity's a problem.
Veggie monster?
It is. It is.
Oh, it was Eureka's castle. Yay!
Oh, I
Why,
watched
is he
that.
really green now, or is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
too much broccoli.
He's green now too.
Yeah.
The fuck is this? Hello?
This is
I have
totally
my
on topic. I
diabetes.
love it.
My life is a lie.
Okay, well, let's get on topic a little bit.
So I have another question. So
So-
how do you guys feel about balancing stream life and then sleeping as well? If you
What's
have
sleep?
it, yeah. Okay.
I don't sleep.
So there you go.
That's why
Yeah,
I
that's
made
it.
such a dramatic change recently with,
Mhm.
my other job.
Yep,
because
same.
I couldn't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I was juggling everything, and if I can survive on either or, I'd just rather sleep.
Yep.
So,
I'm in the same
Um,
boat. So anyone else?
Yeah, I have a
I-
problem with like after my stream is over, I'm usually up hosting or raiding and talking to them for a minute, and then I just can't sleep because I'm
Mhm.
still hyped up and ready to go. It's really hard for me to get like your recommended sleep in because I can't turn my brain off
Yeah.
after I'm finished. I've been doing it not too long, but
Mhm.
I still haven't figured out how to do it.
I have the same issue.
Yeah.
I stayed up till like 6 a.m. one morning. I got done with my stream at like 3, and I was like, this is not good. Like, I need to do something.
Are you me? Because I did that yesterday.
Like, it's so bad. And like, okay, I like to say I've gotten a lot better because when I first started streaming, I literally would try to survive on like 4 hours of sleep and then go to work. And my work was like exhausting. Like, you were on your feet all day, running around, talking to people, like all this stuff. And like, literally one morning I woke up and I got in the shower and I was like this close to passing out. Like, I literally like got lightheaded. I like had to sit on like the side of the shower and I was like, okay, I need to do something here. It's not good. But now that I work part-time, I have like a little bit more flexibility of when I can sleep. I don't know. I've always been like a night owl. So I guess, I mean, if you need time to fall asleep like Max does where he needs to like calm his brain down, it's almost like you have to switch your schedule, like start an hour earlier and then end an hour earlier so that you can like get the sleep that you need. Because literally your body needs sleep more than it needs food. It's so crucial.
I wish that I could have my job now with the schedule that I had when I was in DC. Because DC, I got off work at 3 o'clock and I have plenty of time to work or to work out, to cook, and do all that. But now I work 7 to 5 Monday through Friday. So now it's like come home, like make something real quick, and then just go because I start at 6. So it's a much better job because my old one was terrible and I hated it. But
Mhm.
wish I could just like do that. Keep
Mhm.
the old hours with the new job. Be much
Yeah.
better for me.
See, that's the thing with schedules for me is sleep. That's the big thing why that's difficult for me because I'm not a person that can like you, Max. I can't just go, oh hey, it's time to sleep now, and then conk out. I'm just if I end, I end, and then I'm up for another 3 hours. Like, oh hey, when am I gonna calm down? Brain just shut the
Shit!
fuck
It's
up.
2 o'clock. Huh?
Yeah. Oh no, I was on YouTube the whole time. And no.
be lucky
Yeah.
as fuck, dude.
Mhm.
I'll lay down in bed and be like, okay, let's go to bed. I'm dead. I'm asleep.
I'm so jealous.
God.
So me and sleep don't get along. That's why I can't do
I
the
didn't-
schedule thing, man.
I didn't sleep yesterday at all. I stayed up 28 hours.
Were you
I'm
vaping
ha-
the whole time?
Yes, I was sleeping. Were you vaping the whole time? Were you brushing your teeth the whole time?
Wow.
Yeah, I was. That's why they're so
So
pretty.
if we're talking about sleep, and this I might be really weird about this. Maybe I have some sort of weird mental thing, but if I sit and think about it's time to sleep, and then I'm actually gonna go to sleep, I can't do it.
Yes.
My mind's like, what if you don't wake up? Or like,
What if you don't
what
wake up?
happens? What happens? It's,
Okay,
yeah,
that
like,
would that
like, it
escalated
goes
a little
like-
bit.
it's weird for me. If I think about actually falling asleep and like not knowing what's going on,
What, you
I
go
don't
through
know.
like existential crises before bed?
yes,
Oh my God.
yes.
He's like, oh god, my viewers are gonna know my address. Oh,
I'm bored sometimes, like on the toilet. Now I'll Google dying in your sleep. I'm like, God dang, please die in your sleep. And I'm like, okay, this is not gonna happen. It's fine. Normally, I mean, my sleeping process is I lay in bed on my phone, and I'm reading something. I'm like, fuck, it's 2:25. I need to sleep. I'll put the phone down. It's time to go to bed. I'll lay on my back, and in 2 minutes, I'm out. Like,
Must be
it's
nice.
just.
It makes me nervous if I think about just falling asleep. I don't know
Max,
why.
if you ever feel like you're gonna die in your sleep,
No.
just shoot me a text. Like, I will
No.
talk you through
I
it.
don't feel
Stay
like.
up. I will stay up and tell you everything you need to know.
Max is like what happened to me when I got my wisdom teeth taken out and I started crying because I was so paranoid of like what happens when you get put under and like that split second when you don't remember anything happening. And I just remember like tearing up. I'm just like, I can't handle this. But
Oh,
luckily I just
man.
passed out and everything was fine.
It's like when I had my open heart surgery, and even with
Why you have to up one me, Ted?
No.
You're
Like when, like,
well,
nine
I had
surgeons
open heart
start
surgery.
like putting stuff in, and they're like, all right, time to walk into the operating room. I'm like, okay, all right. No, but seriously, Max, give me a call. We'll talk, and I won't hang up until I hear you snoring.
Max.
It's not
They're
like
just gonna
that.
be like, no,
Don't-
10, you
don't
hang
do
up.
that.
Max, no, you hang
No,
up.
you
No,
hang
10,
up.
you hang up.
No, Tim, you hang up.
No.
Will you sing to me? Will that put me to
Adorable.
sleep?
I will sing.
Aw,
Whatever
play
you
your
want.
kazoo
Yeah.
while he's
Let's get down to business.
Oh my god.
Get out to business, all right.
That sounds like a shitty Disney Channel song.
It's a Disney movie.
Hello?
Mulan. Excuse me.
Wait,
What
has
was it
anyone
called?
played Horizon Zero Dawn?
Oh yeah.
The opening to that is exactly,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, it's so good. It's hilarious. Anyways,
So-
yeah, no.
Max, you can
Let's-
call me, dude. I will phone sex you till you are.
I think that would scare him a little bit.
I think you stay awake longer.
Yeah, just like, oh my god, what have I done?
He'd be like,
It's like, why is vape coming out of my phone?
I can use my sound effects. Now you feel my hand going down your body. Oh! And that's exactly how it
Hey,
is.
you relieve the tension and you're good to go, my friend. That's what I do. I do it once in the morning to loosen myself up. Once when I go to bed, boom, I'm sleeping like a baby after that.
All right.
The real advice just came out there.
I can
Yeah.
give you the mattresses or actors. whichever you-
Good.
Oh god. Oh.
So, let's tackle
Well-
the question. Savage asked, I think it was Savage. He said, question for everyone. How does missing a stream when you've already announced it or scheduled it make you feel? What goes through your mind? So,
I'm a terrible person.
what happened, what I do a lot of times is when I can't stream or if something comes up or whatever and I'm supposed to stream at like 6, I'll open up Twitch and I'll look at my viewer list and I'll see like 11 people like just waiting. I'm like, oh my god, that's so sad. They're already like, you can watch Tin Tan Man. I'm not gonna go live. They're waiting for nothing because I can't stream. I always look. I look at who's in there waiting, and I feel so sad. I feel really bad actually. I feel terrible because I feel like they don't have anything to do with like they're looking forward to the night to watch the stream, and now their plans are gone. And yeah, it's a really bad feeling actually.
I think that one thing too, because I mean, I've scheduled stuff. I've said, hey, I'm not going to be live on normal time for normal stuff, but the only time I had to actually cancel was probably a couple months ago. I had to cancel because I was too sick to stream, and I felt horrible. Like I felt bad. I feel like I'm letting people down. And the good thing is though, is that you tell your viewers, in your Discord, and they're like, man, take care of yourself. It's cool. We'll catch you tomorrow or whatever. And that's what's cool is that. Everyone, they're all people too. Like it's fine. They understand that if you're sick and you can't stream, that's okay. Like take care of yourself. Go to the doctor, do whatever you have to do. But it does feel terrible.
I've learned over the, I guess, years that don't make promises. That's my biggest thing is like, if you're not absolutely 100% sure that you're gonna get to be live, don't promise that you're gonna be live. That's just me personally. My dude's really understanding of me because no schedule. But like, if I tell them they're gonna be live, I need to go live because that just means more for me as a caster to give them that content on the day that I'm telling them. So if I don't, I'm just a shitty person. There's really nothing I can do about that. But anyone else?
I break promises all the time, and that's my fault. I'm sorry.
I mean, my stream, literally in Discord the other day, They're like, 10, when are you going to do that stream? And Zamarian says, it's 10. He has a habit of saying things and not doing them. And I'm like, Zamarian, I swear to God. That's why I left my other thing, and so I could have more time for streaming. Because a lot of times, okay, we're hype people. We get hyped all the fucking time. There's so many things we want to do, and so many things we want to work on.
Mhm.
And this actually, I guess, fits the topic. When you are so busy doing so many things, there are so many things I would promise and I'd be working on, and then I fell asleep because I could not sleep because I'm doing so many different things. I don't have time to eat. I don't have time to do anything. So yeah, I went off on little fucking Zamarian's butt. He was stupid. I hate Zamarian.
Don't do that to Marion. Don't ever do that.
Everyone has like this painful look. Man, leave Zamarian alone.
Yeah, seriously. Everyone loves Sumerian.
I feel you on that because you want to get excited about things that you're working on and you want to tell people about it so they can get hyped and tell people. But like that's the thing is, you know, I've got some stuff planned that I'm talking about, but I'm like, hey, it's gonna be like a month and a half. Like I know I said it's happening, but we actually have work to do on it, you know. And most people are patient, but it's one of those things that. Yeah, it takes some time. You know, I have a lot of shit going on, so.
Yeah.
Honestly, with what Abe said, I totally agree. It's not so much that you don't make promises, but if there's something you want to make a promise of, make sure it's ready before you do it.
Mhm.
Like, don't tell someone something's coming and then get taken away because everyone remembers that shit.
Yeah.
They remember everything you say. When are you gonna do this? That thing that you said with the thing. I'm sorry, life got in the way. Kenny's the worst caster ever. I mean, it's don't just prepare for stuff behind the scenes and then make it a surprise.
Mhm.
Don't get hyped and let your mouth, you know, run further than your body can follow. I mean, that was a stupid expression I just made up out of the top of my head.
Oh boy.
Okay. Marcy, stop typing. Gosh.
I'm sorry. It just sounds so nice.
No. You gotta do it slow. Do it slow.
Oh, I'm
like
sorry.
click.
Oh yeah.
I can add to this topic really quick.
Faster?
Or not.
Okay.
Hit me with the mechanical dick.
Sorry. It just sounds.
I'm
really
sorry too.
The mechanical sound sounds really good.
All right. So let's move on to another question. I don't know what this question is. Do you think the internet means zero TV time with YouTube, Red, Netflix, and Hulu? What?
Wait, what?
What?
Read that again?
The internet means zero TV time with YouTube, Red, Netflix, and Hulu.
Are they
all
saying
on the
is
internet,
TV dying?
You know, if I'm about the internet, ain't nobody taking YouTube Red from me, okay? All right, I'm the internet all I want. I don't
use YouTube Red. Fuck
YouTube Red
Hulu.
is dumb. Television's dying. Yes.
All right. Is there another one is from Corey Wayne Sharp. Is there any concern about something that happens in stream affecting your current or future career endeavors? Ooh, all right, I'll
Yes,
talk
that's a
about
good
this.
one.
I'll talk
What
about
was
this.
that? I wasn't paying attention to it for
So-
a second.
Is there any concern about something that happens in stream affecting your current or future career endeavors?
Absolutely.
All right. So I was doing an IRL stream, right? I was walking around Whole Foods, like you know, friends and coworkers and stuff, and chat's like getting lit.
Why the fuck would you do that?
So I'm walking around, and I'm not even thinking. I'm
Thank you,
talking
Dave.
to people, and I'm talking to my boss and stuff. I'm like, oh, I gotta go get something, and I walk into the back of the house of the store while recording, and I'm like, oh shit! And then I put it down, and I immediately like run out, and I deleted the VOD, and I'm like, that didn't happen. That never happened. Had that gotten like leaked, I would have lost my job in seconds. Like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Is it really all fast food in the back? Is that what fuels
No,
Whole Foods?
you cannot record in the back rooms at all, or can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
especially grocery stores.
I think
That's
Whole Foods is
private
holding out
property.
on us on
Yeah.
something. I'm just saying,
The-
conspiracy.
The first week I got to my new job, my boss pulled me aside, and whenever I did my video interview, it was like this because I got the best sound at home. So they asked me about my green screen during one of my interviews and talked about it because they've watched Twitch people at work do. In the first week I was in my job, I got pulled aside by my boss, and he's like, "Hey Max, can I talk to you?" I'm like, "Okay." So I sit down, and he's like, "I just want you to know you haven't done anything wrong." He's like, "Be careful what you put on social media," and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. He's like, because he's like, if any of that, where you work, any of that stuff, he's like, can't have it. Can't have it on there. So you got to be extremely careful, like, not talking about work. I mean, because that's the thing is even if it's not, associated with it, if I start bad mouthing where I work, which I don't talk about work on stream, I mean, that can have serious repercussions at my job. They'd pull up the VOD and be like, huh, this is what you think? See you later.
So the people at your work watch you stream?
Yeah, some of them do.
Yeah.
Same with me. Well, when I used to work.
So like
retail.
so I got fortunate in my job because during my interviews they were like, well, how do you have experience like as far as like talking to people and stuff like that, or like working with communities? I was like, well, I stream. They're like, you stream? Oh, you do? And so like we talk about that, and then recently like I'll have like coworkers like, so I like my job is like working on a campaign for Riot Games, and like I'll have like rioters come in or like send me on Slack messages saying like, I saw your stream last night. I'm like, oh god, was I a fucking idiot? Like, what did I do? So they'll watch too. It's just weird, like having like coworkers actually like talk to me at like my job about my stream. They're like, oh, like how long have you been doing it for and stuff like that, which is pretty cool because my other jobs beforehand were like super like professional, environments, and like it was always like a bunch of older people who are like, what is a Twitch? And I'm just like, don't worry about that. So like having actually like people from like work like come into my streams and say hi and stuff like that, it's been like pretty cool. And like obviously like I know I'm not gonna do anything like stupid on my channel, and like I'm not gonna like obviously talk about like internal stuff or whatever. So that's pretty much like, as long as I just avoid that, I'm like pretty good.
And like me, like make sure to not coach your coworkers to be like, hey, nobody knows where I live or where I work or what my name is. So just so you know, like don't be like, hey, Mr. So-and-so. Oh shit, delete VOD.
I actually had one of my really old friends come into my stream and say, hey, my real name that isn't Ave. And yeah, luckily
Hey,
like
your name?
I mean my parents aren't cool enough to name me Ave, let's be honest. But
Let's change it.
yeah, legally.
Legally
Let's go.
change it.
I'll be
Accessibly
Max
Ave.
if you'll be Ave. I'll be Max if you'll be Ave.
Let's fucking go. No, but like, and I was just like, oh, this is fucking happening. And everyone was super cool about it. Not a big deal. My name isn't a secret by any means, but it's not something that like
You want to?
Wait, your name's not Max?
Fuck.
His real name's Maximus.
And I'm gonna guess Marcy ain't even Marcy, and Hannah ain't even Hannah. Oh,
Yeah.
Dangle's really
Are
Dangle,
you
though.
1010 man legally?
I am 10 Tan Man.
Okay.
He actually
Damn.
has to go through the process again to get the underscore removed from his name legally. So.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I can't believe your name's not Max.
Well, literally,
It's not Ave. I know Hannah's Hannah.
To
Marcy's Marcy.
be fair, I answer to Max probably as often, if not more, than my real name.
You know,
in any given day.
the bad thing is I answer to 10 more than my name. So I'll be, working. Someone's like, okay, it's gonna be 10. What? 8, 9, 10. Is someone talking to me? Anytime someone says 10. Anytime someone's just talking about the
what if someone
number.
calls you tan? What if someone says man?
No one says, I don't respond to tan or man, but I respond to 10. If anyone says 10, I turn my head. It is terrible. Because 10 is such a common freaking number.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Good job.
Literally,
How does it feel to be on the dollar?
Yeah.
Feels great.
It's funny.
No, but yeah, I mean,
I was getting dangled the other day, just saying, by real people, friends.
nice.
From the other way though, I think streaming could help you in a lot of ways. Like, you know what I mean? Like
If
you
broadcast
could
it out
get.
that way, yeah.
I mean, you could get like a career opportunity because you're a streamer.
Oh yeah, totally, man. I
Yeah.
mean, with like me, with like English and then gaming, going to like fucking journalism, IGN hire me, whatever.
You don't
I'll
want to
be-
work at IGN.
Yeah, don't work
I'm,
for IGN.
I'm just saying, for instance,
You don't work at GameSpot. That's weird.
I'll go. I'll join Polygon and be like, these women are disrespected. I work at Polygon. Sorry,
Yeah.
Polygon, but yeah.
Uh-huh. And there's a lot of sketchy things that can just randomly happen. It's why I lock my door so my roommates don't just burst in and be like, hey, you want to go to this place that someone can totally Google? Yeah, no.
That's totally local and not a chain anywhere.
Exactly, yeah, because there's a couple of those. But yeah, it's talking
let's go
about
to-
yourself and like your location can get pretty sketchy. I know Max is like clutching his heart and he's super scared over there, but Yeah, just
am.
be
Oh, I-
wary of what you tell people.
Okay.
We've been over this in other
Okay.
podcasts.
I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Sorry to steal it from you, Abe. This is one of the things that makes me mad. It makes me so mad. I don't know. All right, there's always viewers for some reason, and I love you guys, but there's some people that just they don't always have common sense. And yeah, people can know my name. My name's Alex, by the way, guys. Joseph Alex. There you go. I'm Joseph
What a
Jr. The Alex
stupid
real name.
My name is Max.
Yeah, shut up, Max.
My
But
name is Shaniqua, according to the chat.
but there's always someone in there that's like, I had this one guy that's like, Tin, what's your real name? Don't want to call you Tin. I want to call you by your real name. And he just kept saying, we're friends, right? Why don't you just tell me your name?
We're friends, right?
What is wrong with you, bro? I'm Tin Tan Man. I'm sorry, T Man, I lied. But it's just a lot of viewers want to like be very personal with you, know your information, and call you this stuff in chat. But there's a reason why you go by handles. There's a reason why we do what we do, and it's bizarre to me that someone is just adamant, it's just, especially the same topic is when people ask where you live, and they would, you live in Texas? Where? What city? What's your address? What is your car plate?
Mother's maiden name.
Huh?
Mother's maiden name.
Yeah,
What's your security
exactly. I don't
number?
know. It just makes me annoyed when people. I have one viewer that always comes in and calls me by my first name, and he knows it makes me mad, but he's like, it was bringing us closer. I'm like, I don't call you by your name. I call you by your username.
That's the thing too is people have to understand, like, we do that not because of most people, but because of the few people that will do something with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's people that there's multiple people that have looked at my Facebook, so I had to go through the measures of making it super private and no one could find me. Cause it's dude, I don't want you to know all that stuff. If I did, I would tell you.
Hannah's last name isn't Bart. What? Oh my god.
A lot of people think
Oh my
that.
God.
I feel like I'm the only person who has my full name on my Twitter.
Marcy's
Yeah, her
not really
last
a
name
knight.
is
Oh my
Knight.
God.
Yeah, she has it backwards though. It's Marcy Goodnight.
Yeah.
Is
Such
it
a
night
big
good,
laugh.
Marcy?
I thought it was Night Good.
Yeah.
Last
Not
name is
good.
Good Night Mercy? Wait, no.
I
I'm
saw
sorry,
a
is
comment
that
in
all
the
that
chat.
vape juice getting to your head over there, buddy?
Tim actually decided to take her last name in the wedding, so he's Goodnight Tim.
That's progressive. Good job.
But it's like
Tim,
first
good
name.
night. Okay.
That's a different, Phil Null said they call some streamers by their real name if it's in their profile. That's different. If it's out there and they want it out there, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny, you have any opinion on the topic, or are you just gonna pout?
He gives out his name to everybody.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, my name is literally in my bio. Hi, my name is Dangle. You can call me Danny or Big Cock, whichever. No one. Okay, first of all, no one's ever gonna guess my last name because it's exotic as fuck. You're not gonna be like, oh, Danny. It's not Johnson. It's not Trent. It's not freaking Wisconsin. Whatever you want to call it, you're never gonna find it out.
I wish
Alright.
your name was Danny Wisconsin. Be like a used car salesman.
I'm dating Wisconsin.
Hey, yo, welcome to my commercial. My name is Danny Wisconsin. You might have known me from my old car commercial. Now I sell thigh slap. Check it out.
Oh my God.
No.
Rip off. Unoriginal.
Yeah, do you want to cut his feet down? His
Yeah.
camera feet?
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. So we have 15 minutes left. If anyone has any final questions, any things they want to ask that's just burning in their brain, it could be about anything.
Just
But
ask
if you ask us about Power Rangers again, I'm gonna get pissed.
I have a question for you guys. Just curious, how many hours a week do you guys work at your real job, and how many hours would you say that you spend either broadcasting or working on your content?
I would do 30 at my job, and then let's see, I average 8 hours a day every single day, and that's about it on streaming. Yeah.
Question.
I'm swapping the 30 hours at my job for 30 hours of YouTube and editing.
Does this count as my job because this is all the way I'm
Yeah.
recording?
Just tell us how much time you spend. That's
Well,
all.
I'm doing that, 40 plus hours maybe. Like,
What's my
ish.
opinion on pasta? It's for women.
Okay. Well, I was working 50-hour weeks, and I put in about 10 to 20 hours streaming as well, which is exhausting. And yeah, it's bad. It's why I quit my job. But yeah, so yeah, me and Ten are in the same boat. Yeah. I'm looking for somewhere new that I can do this and do that.
Wait,
at the
Abe
same
quit
time.
his job?
I quit my job, yeah.
Oh my, what was this?
that sound?
Beginning of the month.
That's
Yeah.
Ten's phone.
Sorry.
Dude,
I
Ten.
don't
What was that? You
Good
weak-
job.
It's engraved in my head from staying with him at PAX South.
Oh my god.
So
When you
many
all
times.
slept in my bed.
Oh,
Yes.
Times.
Good
Okay,
job.
so I work 40 hours, so it's like 8 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday. But the kicker is it's a long commute, like going there and home. So it's usually like, I would say almost an hour going there and coming home.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, so it's like I dedicate like, was it, like 11 hours to working for the most part every day, or like 5 days a week. And then streaming wise, if I plan, like I usually try to go live at 7 and it goes like till about midnight or 1 a.m. So like about like 5 hours of streaming, and that's at least for 3 days. So 15 hours there. And then Sundays are like, I can go 5 hours and more. So it's like 20, 25 hours. And then I'll spend like maybe like an hour or two, like doing other like back end stuff, like sub stuff, or like updating graphics and information and whatnot.
Okay.
I work 50 hours, and then as far as streaming and stuff goes, 20 ish on stream, a little more, and usually probably 25 total when it comes to back end and meetings and other shit. And
I work about, well, it depends on what you want to talk about. So I used to work 40 hours a week, and then I would stream probably like 15 to 20. Now I work 20 hours a week, and I would say I'm between 25 and 30 hours, but, you know, I try to go a little more than that. Like, I did a 24-hour stream this weekend, so there goes that average out the window.
She wouldn't take shots.
You want me to die?
Shots
Jeez.
for me. Hannah, next time you come into my stream, next time I swear to God you say 10, take a shot from me, I'll be like, how much? You got 3 bottles? I'll take them all at once. Let's go, because that's
Let's see, how am I going to use this?
right there. I got you. So next
You just
time,
want to take shots like all the time.
who, me?
Yes.
Are you calling me an alcoholic? Excuse
Yes.
me? Oh my God.
Yesterday in Zamarian's chat, it was Zamarian. I need you to get notifications so me and Liz can drink.
Oh my God. It was a drinking night. Okay. Get off.
Wait, so like every night?
Yeah, so every night.
oh,
After this podcast, the only remaining members are going to be me, Hannah, and Max.
oh right.
All right.
Oh my god.
I survived.
I'm the
What
good
the
one.
fuck I do?
I can't have anyone slandering my good name.
It's
It was a
okay.
heavy. What are you guys talking about? Leave me alone.
Abe,
No, I'm not.
Baby, the triple C's, triple cocks. We'll fucking penetrate your team, bitch.
I can stop whenever I want.
Okay.
Then you
Good
have no.
job.
See, dude, Zamarian just makes fun of me the whole time.
Yeah.
Bama, can you ban Zamarian for me, please? Ban him.
Do we have
Quick question
any
for all
last
you.
minute questions?
Best game so far out in 2017. Persona 5.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
Mm,
Hannah's gonna
Wild.
say Zelda. Marcy's gonna say Zelda. Daniel is gonna say Public Battlegrounds game.
what? What is it? Don't
I don't know what the best game so far is. I haven't
What?
had the chance to play through them all yet. But you can find out my opinion soon. Yeah. Because I'm playing through like 4 different shit right now.
Yeah,
Got
you're
so
making a
much
lot of
to do.
games.
Alcohol enthusiast is a better word.
Enthusiast.
Better
Persona 5 for me though.
for this year or right now that we're playing?
This year.
I don't know if I'd played anything that came out this year.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
what I
was
would
my
call the
issue
best
last
game.
year. Yeah. There's a question on Twitter. Okay, where does everyone hope streaming will take them in the very long run? Still streaming in 5 years or using Twitch to jumpstart something?
I want to be so big that all you 70 people are building a statue of me out of gold.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. No, man. I love this world and this content. I love the people. I love all of it. And I think the dream is the fact that it would become a self-sustaining career and take me where I need to be to live my life happily. I think that's.
I want my life.
Dangle, yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
He's still
Yeah.
fucking eating.
What I want to do with my life with Twitch is right now in my life I see myself single 5 years from now. You know, I need no one holding me down right now. You know what I'm talking about. So I want like a mini studio, maybe like 1 or 2 rooms. You know, one for video games, the other one for masturbating. And then just being out and about. You know, I'm 27, living with mom and dad. I kind of want to support them too. You know what I'm saying? Just live that real life, you know what I'm saying? Like, but no, besides all the, you know what I'm saying, all of that is true. All that is true. Oh, damn, that is Marcy typing. Holy shit. But, you know,
Wait, who is that laughing?
Laughing.
I was confused for a second.
That was me.
Danny?
Is that Tim?
Sorry about that.
I had to look at my dad. I was like, that's
Yeah,
Fucking dangle dad.
okay, so we really have 9 minutes. You guys can ask us whatever.
Well, let's
Well,
finish that
yeah,
question.
thank you.
Let us
Question.
go around the room for this
Hello?
question. Come on.
Yeah. For me, like, it would be absolutely great to make it a career. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but it doesn't. I don't care. I want to just do like the best that I can do. And for me, like, it's a hobby, but I call it a serious hobby. Like, it's just not something I want to do casually. Like, I want to do it, and for me, I want to do the best that I can do with it. If that leads to like partnership or success, awesome. If not, I still want to be happy with the content that I create.
I have a question. Okay, to all of us, you're on an island, and you have to eat one person from the team. You have to party up with another person from the team. Who would you pick and why?
I'm gonna take this first. I'm pairing up with Marcy, and we're gonna eat 10.
Why me? Why
take the
me?
next one.
Well, okay, because Marcy calls me Oni-chan, and yeah, see, there you go. And 10, you're the biggest, so you have the
You're
most
the
meat.
I'm gonna take charge of the situation, though. That's fine. You can try and eat me. But
No, that's what we have Danny for, because Danny is gonna like try his best. He's gonna just
He's
run
gonna
around the
get
whole
killed.
fucking island, try to just destroy everything and make all the shit with his
Miguel,
masterful rust training. Yeah.
Max, yeah.
So like, yeah, and then Hannah's gonna be like sunbathing, and Max is gonna be behind Danny, like, no, that's dangerous. They're gonna find your identity.
Max is gonna be like chopping down trees and building a house. He's like, guys, I've calculated this raft will get us this down the river.
I'm teaming up with Max because he plays survival games too. So 2 survivalists, you know what I'm saying?
I also do that shit in real life.
Are you scissoring? Are you scissoring right now?
What's happening?
Oh my god.
Okay, all right. So then you're going-
And then we're gonna kill 10, but
Why?
let me get mathematical about this, or whatever you want to call it. All right. First of all, he has about 75 centimeters and a half down the leg over here, but then there's gonna be nothing in this area, so that's pretty much like waste of meat. You know what I'm saying? That's dead meat. That's tofu right there. We don't need that. It's not gonna give us anything. We'll go up to the succulents right here. Drink out some of the leftover milk from his dead corpse, and then after that, we're gonna
skip.
Okay.
Stop letting you graphically kill me.
I would partner with Hannah, and we would eat Ave because that bastard never met me in real life.
Boom!
Alright. Take my glasses.
I thought Max would be like, I'm gonna team up with Hannah and we're gonna eat Marcy because she doesn't remember meeting me in real life.
Oh wow! Can we
No.
pick 2 to eat?
TwitchCon, October.
I know. I just my heart can't
Just
take
have
it,
to
man.
wait.
I can't wait that
It's
long.
gonna be okay.
We
What's
almost
the
have
most-
a Island crew here. You got the professor. You got
Wait,
the,
who is the professor?
Who are you
I'm
pointing?
I'm pointing at Max. Who you pointing?
Oh, okay.
Why are you pointing at me?
He's down.
Because you're the
Yeah,
professor.
he's down.
And then
He's down that
10
way.
is the skipper. I'm Gilligan. Dang, but there's 2 girls. Okay, someone has to be the old woman, which is gonna be Marcy, the old one. This is the fancy one. And then you got Marianne. Is Marianne the brunette? That's gonna be Ave. Okay. And then the red hair is obviously Hannah.
know
right?
any of these characters.
Me
You don't
either.
know.
Gilligan's
You know
Island.
Gilligan's
I've
Island?
never watched it. No.
Oh man.
I still want to hear what Marcy and Hannah have to say.
So did you
Wait,
say who
what?
we'd party with?
You have to team up with one person and then eat one other person.
Oh my god, I don't want to pick.
Pick.
You
I
have
love
to
all of
pick.
you guys.
Ick.
I agree with Max though. I pair up with him and I eat 10.
What?
I'm already kicked out of the stream team.
Why
so-
would you eat me? how much have I carried you and
Oh my-
protected you and
I'm
given
sorry, you carried me
and
to,
been there
to
for
win.
you? Oh
win.
my god.
Remember when
Oh
he
my
said he
God.
was gonna
What
carry you
happened
to
to
the ring
Tin-
and never did it? Remember that? I remember that. You didn't. You didn't carry
Ten
to
Marcy.
any-
What happened
It's
to
a new
10
season
Marcy?
10. I still
admin
haven't
there.
seen it.
What happened to 10 Marcy? It's done. It's dead.
Oh my
Done.
god.
I
Of
thought
course.
I thought the name was Goodnight Dew.
No.
Hmm.
Okay,
Dangled night.
Hannah, who would you team up with and eat?
Ah. Well, am I partying with them or just teaming up with them?
You
Teaming up and spending your whole time with them. So that means after
you
you
need to
kill
survive
them,
with them on the island, and then you're gonna.
I would
use
probably say that I would team up with Max because I probably talk to Max the most out of everybody. If I was gonna party, I was gonna say Dangle because Dangle parties hard.
No, when this turned to partying?
I don't know. I thought you said
We're
like,
going to
oh, you have to
Scotland
party
for
with
5
this
nights.
We're on
person.
an island.
I don't know. And I think that I would maybe eat Abe because he looks tasty.
Yeah.
He's got like cute little
got a
cheekies.
little
Like there's
hot
gotta be
stuff
some
in
like
it.
delicate meat in there.
Actually, like there's nothing.
Oh
Sorry.
no.
Yeah, you just killed yourself. Yeah. No,
Or-
just Danny's like our wacky uncle.
A wacky uncle? What does that even
Wacky.
mean?
Wacky.
The wacky.
Hey kids, your mom dead or do you want to play some Ninja Turtles? You guys have to sleep on the ground. I'm sleeping on the coast. Sofa. Fuck, I fucked that up. I fucked up my RP.
Okay. Wait, did Danny say who he's teaming up with?
Yeah.
Yeah, Max.
okay.
Sorry, Ave. Love you.
Okay. 10 DQ.
What? No.
Who would you team up
okay.
with?
Well, I'm not teaming up with Marcy anymore. She's fucking gonzo. She got swim home. I'll team up with. Well, if I want to live, I would team up with Max.
Oh right.
If I want to have fun, I would team up with Hannah. I'm gonna eat Dangle no matter what.
Oh!
He's
That's what you said when you got drunk at
he's probably just gonna run to a fire and trip. Like, help! I'm on fire! I'm like, yeah, Dangle, you lit, bro. No, I'm on fire. And we'll eat him. Yeah, try it.
Okay.
Dangle, what are you doing?
I
don't
don't
understand.
really know.
I don't know.
Okay.
You said you want to eat me. I was like, you want it?
Well, that was an interesting topic. So, I think it's time to make some closing statements.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, you heard it here first. The guy you never want to be in an island with, Tin Tan Man, unless you're hungry, unless you want something. I'm very nourishing, so go ahead and eat away. I have a diet consisting of gummy bears, so I'm quite
Perfect. See?
voluptuous. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is Digital Deluxe. This is a stream team comprised of Goodnight Marcy, Maximus, Hannah, Tin Tan Man, Abe, Dangle. We're awesome casters, promising to bring you the best content you could ever watch. I know one guy, his eyes fell out while watching because it was just too intense. We don't talk about it anymore. It's bad for
Yeah.
publicity.
Mhm.
But I'm just telling you, if you want good people to watch, and I'm not live, and Max isn't live, and Hannah isn't live, and you don't want to watch Dangle, and Ave isn't live, and then Marcy isn't live, and Dangle's not live. There's people to fall back on. So, all of our information can be found on the Twitter and whatnot. Thank you guys for asking questions. Please tweet us on the Twitter and give us ideas on what our next topic could be. It could be anything, dude. If you want our next topic to be about Pop-Tarts, I mean, we'll think about it. Just suggest Pop-Tarts.
Gotta say about Pop
Probably won't be Pop-Tarts, but you know, there's a will, there's a way. So our podcasts are every other Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So there will not be a podcast next week, but there will be one after. Last thing, is anyone streaming after this?
I will be streaming after this.
What time? I'll host whoever's gonna go live first.
I'm playing Persona, Ave.
Yeah, I'm playing more Persona. I'm gonna go live like right after this.
All right, I'm probably gonna whip something out right here and just watch you play Persona.
Sounds good.
Are you really
Yeah.
I actually watched you like hardcore when you were in that first dungeon. I was like,
You watched my stream?
Yeah, I was like, I was
Oh
having a
my
good time.
god! Senpai noticed me!
I honestly, I don't watch a lot of streams because I'm so busy. But then when,
we know.
when something pulls me in, I sit down and
Spoiler.
watch.
Persona 5 is just too good.
Yeah, no, Abe legitimately pulled me in, and I was like, I had stuff to do, but I was sitting there watching. I'm like, God damn it!
This goes out to the chat. Is there anyone playing PUBG? Add me on Steam. You can get me at Kumsok, Kumsok, or Dangledo.
End it.
Quick, I need some duos partners. I'll carry you to victory. Let's go. Top 5 all the time. Let's go, baby. Bring it out.
Well, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this podcast. The 5th podcast will be in 2 weeks. Love your faces. Thank you so much for supporting all of us. Follow us on Twitter too. Follow us
Do
on
that,
Twitter.
yeah.
Follow us on Twitter. Okay, Judo Deluxe. All right, just do it. You get about 150 mayo. Judo Deluxe. Follow it. Go. 150 mayo.
Bye.
Bye.
Also, for people that are watching my channel, I'll be live at 10 with Stream Later.
Sell out.
Bye.
This is my stream. My rules.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.